It's a great day to play, everybody. Welcome on into the channel. Yeah. Whether this is your first time here or you are rejoining us, thank you so much for being here with us today. You are loved, you are appreciated, and you are always welcome here in this channel. Now, I know that so many of you have been waiting for this for a long time, and we finally finished the MVs leading up to this point. So today, right now, we're going to be watching episode 1 of The Rise of Bangtan, chapter 1, We Are Bulletproof. I love the documentary series on these guys. I've done so many of them already, but people have told me that this whole series is so good. So we're going to continue down this road. We'll watch the MVs associated with them, and then on the weekends, we will be doing the actual documentary series. Thank you so much to the Rise of Bangtan official page for doing this. I know that there's so many videos and there's so much work that went into this, so thank you so much for allowing us to be able to react to this and have it here and learn. Very helpful, and I really appreciate it. And to all of you Army out there who have been with me on this journey so far, and all of those that are joining, Jorge, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. You keep me going. Now, if you want to continue on this journey with me, though, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification so we can continue on this journey together. It'll be a fun time. I promise you. So without further ado, let's do it. Document series created by Bangtan's fandom army. The following content is pulled from various sources that tell the story. To the best of our ability, we do not own the rights to any of the following content. All right. See you. God is young.
2013년 1월 7일
2013, January 7th, Rap Monster's Diary.
새로운 한 해가
A new year has begun.
PD님이 어제
It seems like some things will be certain after what our CEO told me yesterday.
그리고 집에 가서 혼자
So when I went home, I sat and thought a lot before going to sleep.
뭔가 정말 각성하고
I really need to wake myself up and show the full extent of my potential.
인생을 마음먹은 대로
I'll live my life as I want, but I won't live it recklessly.
그렇게 다짐하고
That's the promise I make here. I just want to make this year my year. So, like that.
2013년 1월 7일
2013, January 7th, Rap Monster's Diary, and that's so cool. How cool of a start of that. Could you imagine looking back on that now? Like, he had no idea. He had no idea what was coming and how big they were going to be. That's a cool freaking start. That's a cool start.
This whole phenomenon around Korean entertainment is interesting because people are adopting it as a lifestyle.
Well, K-pop is Korean pop, and the thing that is just most remarkable about it is that it really is the all-in-one package. K-dramas, your K-food, the K-beauty. It really rolls into one, and you start slowly but surely kind of getting into the entire K-culture.
How big is the K-pop market? $3.4 billion. They can sell out shows really quickly. We're talking about arena shows that can sell out in about 2 hours.
It's this really diverse, young audience who are so enthusiastic.
Psy's Gangnam Style was the one that put it, on the world's radar. But, Psy isn't even necessarily the archetype K-pop Korean celebrity.
There's the saying, stars are born. K-pop stars, however, are not born. They are made.
This is such an interesting and cool point, because I talk about that, and here in the States, especially here in Western culture, it's like the only way you really make it is if you are lucky enough to know somebody, and get just incredibly lucky, or you just have this unbelievable talent, right? It's very difficult to there's not an agency you could go and try out for and get this type of training, right? You either have it or you don't. you have to have it as an artist, and then you go out there. And because of the way that the market is too, it's like, there's just a bunch of independent artists out there. And then if you're lucky enough to get picked up, but if you don't already have the training, if you're not already talented, the possibility for you to get picked up is like so slim. Like that's what I find so fascinating about this and about like some of these members is like they're made, and but it's really, really cool that like you could do that. Like if that's a career that you wanted to pursue, you wanted to put your heart and your work into that, that's something that you could do. And it's so cool and so powerful. And like, I think one of the reasons like I'm so attracted to like the K-pop genre now and like everything is like, it's that whole package feel. It's like, you get so much more out of it. It's not just like listening to a song on the radio. It's the songs, the videos that go along with them, all of the personalities, how humble they are, the stories that go along with it, the fandom culture. Like there's so much more that happens with it. And that's really cool. It feels immersive. And that's what I think is so it's just a drawing effect.
After the Korean War in 1953, Koreans finally achieved true democracy in 1987 by obtaining direct election rights. And this led to a breeding of a new generation of teenagers that were focused not on the collective goal or ideal, but individualism and uniqueness. However, the music industry failed to recognize this completely different consumer base.
South Koreans became familiar with Western pop culture. Western pop music developed with phonographs and radio stations. South Korean pop music, on the other hand, developed with the television.
Yes.
What we know as K-pop now really started in the early 90s.
Then came Sataji and Boys,
who combined Korea's pop music with the Western influences of rap, rock, techno, and R&B, and started the craze that we know today.
This is what the teens were exactly craving for. It was like showing a light bulb to people living on kerosene lamps.
They keep on tackling social issues like reunification, environment, drugs, education. The Tupac of K-pop.
Sataji and Boys disbanded after just 4 years. Sataji changed the way Korean music and Korean society operates and thinks.
Now corporates see money in K-pop and idol businesses.
But what is the process behind generating South Korea's idols?
행사라던가 그 학교, 로드 캐스팅, 뭐 백화점, 뭐 어디든지 가서 그 인재를 발굴하는 그런 캐스팅 과정을 거쳐서요. 20-30명 정도의 그 좋은 친구들을 한 6개월에서 4-5년 정도 길게는 그렇게 트레이닝을 하게 되죠.
Up to 4 or 5 years. The only thing that like I'm curious about is like what happens to the people that like go and spend their time and their money and like they try out for these things and they never make it in any group? Is it just like time that you've thrown away, or like and you just go and pursue something else after that, but then you don't have the education for other things? Or like it's just I'm just curious, like what's the percentage of them that make it? You know what I mean? 'Cause it's got to be so tough. I'm sure that there's so many people that want to be part of this, although they're kind of handpicked, I guess. But like people like try out and stuff. It's just fascinating. The other thing that I've talked about before, but I find is really cool is it's like, again, that whole television aspect of it. It's bringing it in. It's so different than like kids now today learn on like tablets, right? Like my son is like 18 months old and like he's got brain games that he uses on the tablet where they're like puzzles, color puzzles. Like there's even like a piano one on there that like teaches them like how to play piano that he's already picking up on. Like it's so crazy because like, but it's a different generation, right? Like it's a different era with the way that we learn. And so it's just very, very cool because here, like when I grew up, like we had MTV at home, right? And that was really, really cool. But then that like went away, like music videos and stuff went away, and Western culture didn't really get into that as much in like the 90s and 2000s, where this whole genre, and the reason why I think it's so attractive is because they really picked up on that and went with it. And we didn't here. It's going to take over. It's going to take over the world. It already kind of is, but it's going to take over the world.
Apprentices are here from 1 to 10 p.m. for 4 hours of lessons and 5 hours of practice. If they go to school, they have to be here from 6 to 10.
Singing class, dance class, house class, rap class, acting class, and language class. I receive this kind of strict training every single day, from morning to nighttime.
What is it about Korea that is making this entertainment that doesn't just work domestically but internationally?
K-팝의 가장 큰 매력이 중독되는 멜로디가 있다.
Main appeal of K-pop is its melodies. If you combine it with powerful performance, it provides a lasting impact. Lastly, the faces of the singers are Asian, but with a Western feel.
Anyone who's
see
ever
that.
seen a K-pop video would know everyone just seems like these gods and goddesses of pop music.
Heavy makeup, all that stuff, very thin.
They're almost like untouchable. I think that's where the passion comes from too. They're just so high above you that you can't help but completely worship them.
한류 그 다음에 그런 아이콘, 새로운 문화 아이콘은 저희 때부터
New culture icon will peer this generation.
시작을 했고요.
It's already started.
Their US TV debut. Make some noise for BTS.
5년 후 정도
5 years, pop icon will rise out of Asia to ultimate superstardom in the United States and the rest of the world.
At the UN General Assembly, BTS becoming the first Korean artist to headline Wembley Stadium.
It is BTS mania.
That's insane. What a good intro.
Hey yo, Hitman Bang introduces Hit It, the second audition. 프로듀서 방시혁이고요. 2011년 Hit It 힙합
Time for the 2011's Hit It, our second hip-hop audition.
오디션 두 번째 기회로 여러분을 찾아왔습니다. 제가 힙합 문화를
Looking for those to
이끌어갈
lead
여러분들을
hip-hop
찾고
culture.
있는데요. 2011년
2011's Hit It audition.
방탄소년단의 멤버가
Is to
될
find
주인공을
members for an
기다리고 있습니다.
upcoming group,
올해 힐
Bangtan.
오디션에서
Oh, a little fast, guys. Sorry. Bangtan Sonyeondan. I'm butchering this
멤버가
already.
될 주인공을 기다리고 있습니다. 올해 힐 오디션에서는요.
This year we're looking
작년과는
for those who
다르게
can rap, dance,
랩,
or sing.
댄스, 노래까지 다양한 장르에서
We
배틀
conducted in a
형식으로
battle
이루어질
format since
예정인데요.
it's a hip-hop
왜냐하면
culture.
힙합은 문화니까 얼마나
Kinda cool.
매력적인 분들이
Look forward to seeing
또
how much
얼마나 많이
potential you
참여해
have.
주실지 너무 기대가 됩니다. 지금까지 Hitman Bang
Hitman Bang,
방시혁이었습니다.
Bangshak, thank
감사합니다.
you.
빅히트 엔터테인먼트라는 방시혁 씨가 대표임을
Bangshak is the CEO of Big Hit Entertainment.
저는 음악을
I obsess over making
사람들에게
content that can
울림을
resonate
줄 수
with
있는
people
콘텐츠를 정말 잘
who
만들어내는
truly
것에
listen and enjoy music. Big Hit Entertainment was searching for the appropriate members for Bangtan Sonyeondan from 2010 through 2012.
2013 itself, the number of prospective people that wanted to become K-pop singers reached past 1 million.
Getting into one of those entertainment agencies doesn't guarantee their debut these days.
방탄소년단의 모든 멤버는
All the members of Bangtan
지방에서
Sonyeondan are
막
young
서울로
students
올라온 어린
who came to
학생들이었습니다.
Seoul from different
우리
provinces.
회사도 이른바
Our company was not considered
주류라고 볼
mainstream
수는
either,
없었죠. 그러나 한 가지 자신이
but I was
있었습니다.
confident in one thing.
이 빛나는 재능을
I was
가진
confident that
친구들과
with these
함께
kids who possess
의미
brilliant
있는
talent,
무언가를 만들어낼 수 있을
I would
것
make something
같다는
meaningful happen.
확신이었습니다.
So cool.
I think what makes K-pop is the time that we spend as a trainee.
Oh, that's from the Netflix docu.
We all live together, sort of like a boarding school, like a trainee version.
We've been coming here to eat ever since we became trainees. And the basement floor is our practice studio. So when we go to practice, the auntie here takes good care of us. Oh, that's so awesome. Even on breaks, we have 2 meals here. Huh. Wow. They'll do well, that's what I believe. They're different from the other kids. Good manners. Really think they'll do well, and they should. Do you imagine like that, like back then being able to see that much talent in them? Again, like knowing what you know today. That's so crazy. It's so crazy. Wow. Bangtan Sonyeondan fighting. I finished it all. It was so good.
What's up, everybody? This is Rap Monster from BTS, and I'm here for the first English song finally.
네, 안녕하세요. 랩몬스터입니다. 20살의
Rap
리더고요.
Monster,
저는
20-year-old
맡고 있습니다.
leader, and I rap in
제가
our team. I was auditioning to join an agency called Underground, which is quite well known.
언더그라운드에 유명한 기획사가 있었거든요. 언터처블의
Sleepy of Untouchable and Hyabi came to see the audition. After they saw me, I think Sleepy took a liking to me. He left me with his contact.
I've been rapping for like since 2007. It's like 7 years. When I came here, it was 2010. It's like 3 years ago. The company told me that you don't need to dance first, but you know, it has changed. The project, the whole thing was changing, and I had to dance, you know, to survive. I don't know how to move my body, you know, like technically or beautifully. So I was really angry and I was just stressed out. As time passed by, my dancing teachers, they taught me that, they showed me that dancing is a cool thing. I have to go now. Okay, so finish. Dance is cool. Dance is good stuff, right? Right. But rapping is cooler. Hip hop, yeah. Thank you.
That's so cool to see. That's so cool to see. It's just so interesting to see their thoughts, right? Like, obviously, we see how talented and everything they are now, but like, again, that's whole part of like being able to be taught and have these people that are willing to work with you and stuff like that. Man, so cool. All right, Jim, what you got for us?
2013년 1월 24일
2013, January 24, Jin's
안녕하세요.
diary.
방탄소년단의 마티오
I'm Bangtan Soyeondan's oldest
나이는
member, Jin,
22살이고
22 years old and a vocalist of the team.
저 같은 경우는
I was cast on the street while I was on my way to school.
길거리 캐스팅을 오늘은 다시 추워진
It's
것
gotten
같다.
cold again today.
오랜만에 다시
It felt
겨울이
like
온것
winter came
같고
for the first time in a while.
감기에 걸리지
I
않으려면
thought I don't want to catch a
옷을
cold.
든든히 입어야겠다고
I'll have to wear my clothes tightly
가족이
because my
주위에서
family isn't
챙겨주지
around to
않으니
take care of me.
내가
Oh,
챙겨야겠다는
I realize I have to take care of
그런
myself.
생각을 했다. 2013년 1월 24일
2013, January 24th,
지냈지.
Jin's diary end.
Good.
Is this something that they did, like, that the company made them do? As like, because I mean, like, again, the whole K-pop thing is very immersive, right? So is this something that like the company made them do? Or is it something that they decided to do like as members to kind of remember back on it? Like, I'm just curious. Like, it seems it's very cool, but it's like very like they're doing it the same way. Like, there are definitely times where like I wish, and we're gonna be doing like vlogging and stuff like that, but like I wish I could see, you know, things from a different point in time to now and had kept better like records or track of them. You know, like so cool. All right. Jungkook.
2013년 2월 8일 전국에
February 8, 2013, Jungkook's diary. I'm Bangtan's youngest, Jungkook. I'm 16 years old and a dancer and vocalist of the team. When Jungkook was eliminated from the singing competition Superstar, he was contacted by many agencies.
지금 시간은 11시 30분
11:39 right now. I came here after my dance lesson.
오늘은 드디어
Also, finally today,
졸업을 했다.
I graduated middle school. Oh, I like always forget just how young he was. Oh my god. Jeez, look at that picture. That's so crazy. Also, how cool would it be, like, I feel like here we don't, like, unless you have like an older sibling, like an actual older sibling, right? It's not very often that you're going to have like good kind of like just slightly older role models in your life. And I think that this is like would be really, really cool as a younger member coming in to have like these older kind of role models for you, you know, like RM and Jin and stuff like that, that like you have these role models for you that you could like look up to and were there and supportive and stuff. Like, that's a really, really cool thing. Wow.
기분이 엄청 좋을 줄 알았는데
Thought that I would be happy to graduate,
졸업을 해보니 기분이 그렇게
but
썩
I
좋지
don't
않다.
feel all that happy. Aw.
그렇다.
Yeah.
막내 졸업식에
Jin Suga and I all went
나랑
to the youngest
추가 형이랑 같이
graduation.
갔는데 약간은 의젓해지지
He'll start to
않을까
grow more
하는
mature. I'll look forward to that.
기대도 가져본다.
Huh.
지민입니다. 나이는
I'm Jimin. I'm 18
19이고요.
years
팀에서
old and in
춤과
charge of
보컬을
dancing
맡고
and
있습니다.
vocals.
부산에 있을 때 부산 예고에
When I
다닐
attended
때
an
제가
arts high
무용을
school in
배웠었는데요.
Busan, I
진짜
learned
어려운
dance. It was really hard for me to learn. I've been
그때부터
dancing
항상
ever
춤을
since.
췄기 때문에
랩몬스터 형이랑
Rap
슈가
Monster and
형이랑
Suga.
작업 때문에
They work so hard
일찍 못
producing until
내려가는
dawn.
되게
The thought of it upsets me.
안타깝게 생각하고 있는데
That's something that, like, man, like, how little sleep they must have gotten. Like, doing all this stuff. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy to me.
얼른 끝내고 푹 쉬러 갔으면 좋겠고.
Sorry, I'm gonna back up there. I missed that. I was I was brought it the lights they give me in. I hope once it's done they'll rest. Man.
푹 쉬러 갔으면 좋겠고. 나도 이제
And I'll also go
쉬러
rest.
갑니다.
평가 끝나고 점수 같은
After
거
a monthly
나와요.
review, you would be
누가
graded.
A고 누가 B고 누가
Rank A, rank
C고.
B, rank C.
오늘의 할당 몸무게가 있어요.
I had a weight quota for the day.
그램 빼고 말이야. 와.
How much you had to lose? Wow. I had to burn weight off in order to go home. Wait, what? That's a side I never really thought about. I guess they kind of want you to look a certain way, right? Wow.
못 빼면은? 못 빼면
If you couldn't, I had to practice until I burned it all off.
그러고 나서
If you didn't lose
월말
enough
평가
by
때
the monthly
몸무게가 안
tests,
나오면은 진짜로 잘라버리는 거예요.
you really could get cut from the team. Oh my god.
아웃된 친구들이
One or two people will always be cut. One or two people will always be cut. The way the remaining kids will work harder.
같이 연습하다가
We do
갑자기
practicing
오고
and
있어요.
someone will
너
start
왜
crying.
나 딸-
Oh, why are you crying?
우리
I've been
친구들이
cut.
너무
There's so many
좋아해.
cases like that.
갑자기 불안감 오면서
Since it's so
나도
sudden, it
언젠간
made me
저렇게
uneasy
될 수
knowing it
있는
could happen to
그런
me.
식으로 이렇게
Or they could threaten
이거
you.
데뷔는 없다.
You won't
앞으로
debut.
앨범
There's no
없다.
album coming out like that.
아니면 뭐 누구누구
Like
나가라.
blah blah, leave the group. There's situations
경쟁,
like
so
that.
경쟁. Everything was
Competitive. It's so
경쟁 that
competitive.
time.
Everything was competitive at that
연습생들끼리
time.
엄청 경쟁이
Trainees at
심하대요.
companies have severe
데뷔를 하려고.
competitions between each
I
other trying to
remember
debut.
having to send a good friend of mine home every month because they got eliminated from the test. Like, it's really harsh.
It wasn't a very like happy vibe.
Starting at such a young age, I was just like, okay, if that's what it is, I have to do it. If that's what I want, if I want to chase my dreams, that's what I have to do.
The K-pop industry has faced criticism for its handling of trainees. Still, the lure of becoming a K-pop idol remains a huge draw for many.
Jeez. The extremes that Koreans take to become a K-pop idol, it's more than just good looks and great talent.
You read the news back home, and there's all this sort of fear around K-pop and how it's treating the idols badly. But we do the same with football academies. We do it with all sorts of sport. You have to start kids young because that's how you develop the muscle memory. Is it any different to what we do? I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, I guess when you really put it that way, like we do, right? Like I don't know. We do have stuff like that in Western culture, but like there's a huge paywall through it, right? Like you could take your kids to like sports camps, like football camps, like give them extra training and stuff like that. Like you can do that, but it's not something that a lot of people can afford. But like I guess there are, private dance classes, things like that, where kids start at a young age to learn. But I don't know that they're like, even when you do that, right? That's not something you're generally doing for months or years at a time, 6 to 10 hours a day, right? Like that's a whole nother level. February 14th, 2013, J-Hope's first log. All right.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
네, 안녕하세요. 제이홉입니다.
Hello, I'm
나이는
J-Hope, 20 years
20살이고요.
old,
팀에서
charge of
랩,
rap,
춤,
dance, and
노래를
vocals.
담당하고 있고 이름처럼 희망적인
And like my
존재입니다.
name, a hopeful existence. I am to Seoul from Gwanji. I didn't know anything. I worked myself for survival auditions as if my life depended on it. Wow. But I had to live like that, so I did.
지금까지 춰왔던 춤.
I'm going to take dancing. I've done up until now a dance better and more like a pro.
더 프로답고 더 멋있게 잘 추고 싶다. 이 두 가지 목표를
I want to
꼭
be sure to
이뤄서
achieve these goals so when Bangtan
방탄이 데뷔할 때
debuts,
대중분들
I can show the public and our fans a good side of me.
꼭 좋은 모습으로 보여드리고 싶다. 2013년 2월 14일
February 14th and 13th,
제이홉의 첫
J-Hope's
로그.
first log, and man, it's just like I feel like there's just such a different priority set. Like that's really what it comes. Like, there's just a different priority set that we have here in the West, and I think it's sad as somebody who like wishes that I could have explored music more as a kid. Man. At the prep stages, there's a lot of problems. Bangtan Soyeon as a whole has a lot of crises. But I'm always surprised by their leaps in development. I didn't force a mandatory amount of practice or dictate how they should live their lives. They were given freedom to all, and the members participating accordingly. Huh. I only asked one thing from them. Bangtan Soyeon's music must contain the stories of their inner selves. That is really cool, and like something that people talk about. One of the reasons that they're so successful, and I don't disagree, is like how much freedom for creativity they were given comparatively to like some of the other big agencies. Like that clearly shows in their music. And like I've listened to a lot of other groups, and like there's a lot of other great groups, and there's a lot of other stories, but I definitely think from everything I've seen so far, you know, there is so much more interpersonal creativity within this group.
2013년 3월
March 5th, 2013, Sugar's log.
약자를 약하게 만들고 강자를 강하게 만들었지. 강자니까 약한 자 당연히 그렇게 당하게 만들었지.
안녕하세요, 슈가입니다.
Hello, I'm Suga, 21 years old. I'm a rapper in the team.
저 같은 경우는 이제
I was able to join the team in 2011 when the company held their Hit It audition rap competition.
히릿이라는 전국 랩 오디션이 있었는데 2등을 해서
I won second place and was signed to the company.
연습생이 되었죠.
일주일 넘게 지금
I've been working intensively for over a week trying to work on our lead single.
인내심의 한계를
And I think I've reached the end of my patience
수도 없이 많은 수정들을
since there's so many revisions to go through.
어쩔 수 없이 아침에
It's gotten to the point where I can't go to bed until morning.
빨리 여러분께
I really want to hurry and come to you all with good music.
요즘 형들을 보면
These days, when I look at my hyung seriously, hyung is a term of respect used by men to refer to men they are close to that are older than themselves. Okay.
고생이 많다.
I've been through a lot. My youngs often come home at 6 or 7 a.m. every day to sleep.
자는데 정말 대단한 것 같다.
They're really amazing. Jeez.
고생이 많습니다.
They work really hard.
이제 식단도 하고 있고.
I've started a diet.
식단도 하고 있고.
I'm on a diet.
그리고 이번 주
And this week we'll be taking profile pictures in preparation for our album.
사진을 대비해서 이제 프로필 사진 같은 걸 찍는데.
You know, one of the things that I could say, like, I wonder what it would be like. So, like, for those of you who do know, we have, I have an album or a label, like a small label called Stream Studios. And basically, we originally made that just to provide royalty-free music to streamers, because I used to be a game streamer, to like, so they could use them in their streams without like having to worry about getting their VOD silenced or worry about like getting their YouTube videos when they go to upload those VODs to YouTube, that those videos wouldn't get demonetized. So we made that, and we made 4 albums, but like, you know, we've been now working on an original song, and so we're like trying to come out with like our first single, and like like I don't have like I do this on top of it. So like trying to write music and then send it back and forth to the producer, and because like I can write it, but like I have to send it off. Like I don't have all of their skills in terms of like actually using the production equipment and stuff like that. So I send it off to the producer, and we then like go back and forth with edits and rounds of edits and stuff like that. And like I couldn't imagine what it would be like to just be like, all right, you literally can like just 24 hours a day if you want, just make music. Like, as hard as it seemed, like that would be like that in my mind, like that's like a dream. Like I wish I could get to the point where it was just like all I had to do was just like make music, because like that would just be so cool. But getting to the point where you can afford to do that here is just very, very difficult. But like there's so much dedication that these guys have, and that's just so great. So awesome. Ugh. I love that. What a different look, right? Like I say this all the time, but like just a different set of clothes and like some jewelry, like it can really, really change your dynamic. Just so cool. Overall, I think we did well. Of course, Sugar's photos turned out the best. Are you saying, of course, Jungkook did the best, right? This guy. I think this guy comes out the best. I don't know who he is, but wow, he's handsome. I did the same thing, Jimin laughed. Mine aren't good. Bin Young's being... Oh, wait. Oh, it's so fast. I couldn't even read it. I did the same thing. Yoongi Young did too. Mine aren't good. Jin Young's being conscientious for the first time. Worldwide handsome. Suga and Jimin did the best. Much battery life in the camera. So I'll make it fast. I have something to say. I'm going to talk about our team's traits. Firstly, our team leader. His charisma is top-notch. But our team leader is full of mischief. Oh, interesting. He's got many cute sides of him. Stop making such noise, let me film. And if he doesn't get something he wants to do, he does it. So I think he's really cute, Hyun. Next, Suga Hyun. Suga Young is a chill neighborhood Young. He's so cheeky. But when you see him training in the practice room, he's so cool. He's like a different person. Then the youngest, he's cute. Whatever he does, he's bewildered. Whatever he talks, he's bewildered. If I call him cute, people might think I'm strange, but anyways, he's cute. That's so funny. And our team's eldest Young, Jin Young, I'm sure you could tell he's handsome, so he's the visual of our team. Worldwide handsome! I get jealous of him sometimes. He can cook too. And our team's J-Hope Young, when he films a log, he's cringy. I brought new pants. What? We're not matching up. Totally cringy. But still, he's like the mother of our team. He's great at dancing. So a mother that dances well, that's kind of a vibe. Giggles. And of course, me take large part in being the charm of our team. Don't you agree? That's what my friends told me. We're all so unique, I think we're cute. Am I the only one who thinks that? No. No, you're not.
나간 건 비밀이고 2013년 3월 25일
March 25th,
일찍
2013,
끝.
Jimin's diary end.
정말 시기가
Really,
다가오고
I'm starting to feel
있다는
the
걸
pressure as
몸소
time is getting
절절하게
closer.
느꼈고 내일부터는 정말
Starting
진짜
tomorrow,
전인
it
것 같아.
feels like a
내일부터는
storm is
진짜
coming. Starting tomorrow, it
뭔가
feels like I'm ready.
각오가 돼서 왔다. 열심히 달리고 하면
And if I keep trying,
안 될
I
것도
think
없을 것
nothing
같다는
is
생각이
impossible. How, like, that would probably be really, really hard, though, because, like, as the leader, like, yes, he is older than a lot of the other ones, but as the leader, like, that's a lot of pressure that's, like, on him, right? To perform and keep everybody together and succeed. Like, that's got to be a lot of weight that he felt and probably still feels to this day, I'd imagine.
파이팅하자.
Let's do our best.
이제 끝.
Hmm. That's really cool. God, seeing it really makes me want to, like, I wish I had more time in my day. I wish I had more time in my day. People keep talking to me and like, hey, go and watch the like choreography and like the dance practice and stuff of these, but like there's so much content to get to. But whenever I see these, like it makes me like want to do that. It's just so cool.
요즘 들어
Recently gotten a lot busier.
댄스 8시간에
I dance for 8 hours and then go straight to recording. Jeez.
뭘 한다.
8 hours and then goes into recording. Like that's so insane. Like, wow. And I guess like other people have said like, well, if you did it for a job, I would like that would be really, really cool though. Like you're right. It's no different than anything else that you do. If you are at work for 8, 10, 12 hours a day. I mean, I used to work 12, 14 hours a day. It was just doing different things, you know? So like if that's what you do, but it just seems so daunting to me.
3년 동안 연습을 하면서
We've been working really hard training for 3 years. This is a song we put our blood and sweat into.
뭔가 좀 되게 친구들 다 대학
Since all of our friends are going to university and they're dating on campus,
그런 거 보면
when I see and hear those things, I honestly get jealous.
부럽기도 하고 솔직히.
Yeah, look who's jealous now, though. Like, I'll be like, so I try to like bring in some of like my life experiences and stuff. People always ask, they want to know things, and I didn't have like your traditional like youth, high school, college experience. Like I didn't have any of that, you know, from some of the stuff that I went through as a kid, and then like high school was really, really, really hard for me, and I was like in between like homes and stuff like that. And then like when I went to college, I had like a partial scholarship, but like I ran out of money, and so like after like the first semester, I had to technically I got through a year, but not a full year. And then I had to drop out, and like I felt like as I got older that I was always like always like jealous and envious of like people that got to have that experience. I think that there's still part of me today that like looks at it kind of longingly, if that makes sense. Where like I'm just like, man, what would it be like if I, you know, had that? But like then I look back, like I have a wonderful wife and a wonderful son, and like I've had some amazing jobs. Like I've had jobs just doing things that people twice my age don't even get to do. So like there are so many opportunities that I was afforded because I worked really, really hard at doing other things, but I gave up many of those things, like kind of like just that traditional young adult lifestyle. Like I gave that up. And so like, I think that's part of like my driver now is like, I feel, you know, I'm 32 and I feel like this is like my last chance to like be able to like pursue some of my dreams, which is like why, you know, last year I started the streaming stuff when the pandemic hit, and like I started doing the streaming stuff, and then I started like getting back into music, and I started performing and singing again, and you know, now we're working on like these albums and stuff, and like so it's like kind of our last hurrah that I hope it works. I mean, so far so good, and I've been so fortunate to have met all of you, but like I really, really relate to that of like looking and being like, man, I wish I had that. But like also then there's people on the other end of things that are doing the same thing, right? The grass is always greener. There's other people that are looking at these guys, and not just now, but probably then, right? That were in college are like, man, I wish I could do what they were doing 8, 10 hours a day. So it's just very interesting dynamic to see like them feel like this. And now look at all the people that look up to them and wish that they could be in their shoes, you know? Just very interesting to think about. And that's what I love so much about their group and about some of these documentary series. It really makes you think like that. Yeah, but we're going to debut soon. Yeah, that's right. Everyone's going to be jealous of us. Yes! Yeah, they are. Song was so fire. I feel like I'm gonna die. Is it hard? No, it's not hard. Empty laugh. They look like they're so hot is what it looks like. These days it's so painful. It's hard and tiring. It's painful, tiring, and exhausting.
I tried to quit the team because of just dance, you know. It wasn't
Wow.
exhausting me.
I filmed a dance practice video today. It was hell. It was totally hell. It was hard. Just the thought of a nightmare. A nightmare. We were Bulletproof part 2. I had a solo dance part where my knees grazed the floor. Because of the move, I scraped the side of my thighs to the point where I bled. Wow. I mean, and if you're I guess if you're having to practice that move over and over and over again too, like you see that all the time with like dancers when they like show behind the scenes of like ballet dancers are one that they always show where like their toes are just like bloody because of like how much they're working them, you know? That was such a cool part in the song. Damn hat. Please send us a lot of support and messages. We see them all and acknowledge them. It gives us strength, it really does. Bangtan fighting. On that note, at the end of today's vlog, and things are finally starting. Okay, let's do our best. We worked hard preparing. It's all really music composed of our stories. There's nothing fake in this. So we hope that you really listen to our lyrics and anticipate our performance. Let's do well, all of us. Let's live busily. Bangtan Seondan fighting. May 17th, 2013. Bangtan's log. Actually, after this log, there won't be another one until after we debut. Huh. It's a shame, We'll see you soon. Now it's time we separate. But we'll meet again next time. Everyone, I love you. Hey, that's my role. Okay, then do it. Hurry. I love you guys. We love you guys. Bangtan's log. This is the end. Bye. Alright, there's like a preview for the next one. Well, and V have been together with the team members for a long time. Jungkook, do you think you're right and everybody else wrong? What should I do? I hope you look forward to it. It was my birthday. Because of my schedule and stuff, I couldn't celebrate. But I still wanted a birthday cake. Oh, he's singing happy birthday to himself. Look at the strawberries. Breaks my heart a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at all the credits on this. Wow. Just talk about that. Oh, it's already on. Sorry. There aren't a lot of days left until we debut. I hope these guys are excited and please wish us luck. Oh. Thank you. All right. Wow. So cool. It's crazy to think that there are like 12 of these. I love this. It's so good, and it makes me like it completely flatters me that you guys are willing to watch just me go through this process. Like that's so humbling to me. Like you guys have been really, really, really incredible, and all of the fans and all the people that come back and watch and like actually give a shit about what I have to say. It's really humbling. And I remember when I first set out and I said that I was like gonna do like the streaming thing in general. This is before I even started going back into music, just the streaming thing. And people kind of like told me like you're too old and you're crazy for thinking that and you're giving up this great job that you have. And I like, I was like, no, I can do this. And I wanted to prove everybody wrong. And then like even when I started doing this, then people really didn't understand it. They're like, wait, people like because we do performances and stuff too. Like we do live performances singing and like that they get, but like they're like people watch like care about what you have to say about other stuff. And I was like, yeah, they do. I don't know. It feels really good. And you guys are amazing. Seriously. I wouldn't want to be in this journey with anybody else. Thank you all so much. Jorge, Army. Really, really appreciate you all. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We're going to be going through this entire series together. So you're not going to want to miss that, plus any of the other videos that we do. So you're going to want to like and subscribe for that. I really, really, really appreciate you all. If nobody told you they love you today, don't forget, I love you. You are appreciated, and you are always welcome here in this channel. Last, but certainly not least, it was a great day to play, everybody. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.